Hello there. The Remainers can see support for their parties ebbing away, but they still insist on banging the now broken drum for a second EU referendum. While Labour stalls in the polls, the shadow Brexit Secretary Keir Starmer is saying that only a deal with a second referendum tacked onto it will make it through the House. Talking to The Guardian, Sir Keir said that there are up to 150 Labour MPs who would vote down any Brexit proposal that did not contain a second vote. But the Foreign Secretary, Jeremy Hunt, said that any such vote would be a betrayal and that everyone should be concentrating on delivering Brexit, by which I assume he means the absolutely toxic non-Brexit withdrawal agreement of Theresa May's. And Downing Street has reiterated the PM's opposition to a second referendum, with Mrs May's spokesman saying, "She has said on many occasions that she is focused on delivering the result of the first referendum." Now, from her previous talk about no general elections before organising one in 2017 and firm claims that she had some negotiating red lines, I don't put too much stock in that statement. And of course neither Labour nor the Tories are really offering Brexit at all, and they wonder why they are both hemorrhaging support. But the leader of the DUP, Arlene Foster, upon whom the Tories rely for support to keep their government afloat, laid into the PM saying, "What people want to see is democracy being respected. Unfortunately, it hasn't been respected, and we have a Remain Parliament. Therefore, Parliament has not been able to deliver on Brexit in the way it should have been delivered upon. We have a Prime Minister, frankly, who doesn't have the vision for the United Kingdom post-Brexit that we all want to see." But while Labour and the Tories fiddle away, their little empires are burning to the ground as they slip further down the poll rankings. And with the prospect of his party being wiped out, Tory MP Nigel said they are going to get an absolute hammering in the EU elections, and that the Westminster polling intentions had been the worst for his party that he'd seen in his 44-year political career. And he said that his party's message was basically, "Please vote for our MEPs, who we hope won't be able to take their seats because we will have done a deal." And the Labour Party is beginning to feel the heat as well, although they are partly protected from the full effect as they are not in power. But the Labour Party attempts to distract from its confused stance on Brexit have been rumbled. Its own party activists are not happy with the leaflet they are being asked to push out, as it is not heavy enough on a second referendum and does not talk about what they see as the good work that the EU does for the UK. The Labour leaflet does go on and mention things about putting more bobbies on the beat, but as one activist is quoted as saying by the Huffington Post, "What have the European elections got to do with bobbies on the beat? In a word, nothing." It's a distraction tactic, nothing more. When in doubt, try the old red on blue class war stuff. But of course, if Labour did go hard for a second referendum, then it would risk alienating all those Labour leavers out there. So what they've had to do is fudge and hope no one notices the glaring contradictions. But that's true of both the Tories and Labour. They have both refused to get 100% behind the majority of the electorate and have instead catered for their mostly pro-EU members and MPs, hoping to somehow please both, and of course failing miserably. But I suppose it's not like they had much of a choice, but it's the price you pay for having a party membership that is not representative of the electorate. The lesson here for the rest of us is, if we don't get involved and vote, then vested interests move into the resulting vacuum. Or in simpler terms, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. Now it seems that the Brexit Party leader Nigel Farage is not flavour of the month with the landlord of his local pub after he allegedly fled the scene of an accident. The landlord of the George and Dragon in Westerham, Kent, Patrick Tranter, says he was driving home with his 1-year-old in the car when he was hit by a Range Rover in which Farage was a passenger. Mr Tranter said that Farage fled the scene without bothering to check if he and his son were okay. "Man of the people, my arse," he said. "He didn't even bother to see if me and my little boy were okay. He just upped and left. Had he done so, he would have recognised me, as I've served him countless pints and I've worked with his daughter just over a year ago. There's no way he'll be welcome back in my pub, which has the most British-sounding name going." Mr Tranter also called Farage a terrible, terrible human being who shouldn't be anywhere near power. And finally, poor old Vince Cable has egg on his face after being hit with a defection, would you believe it, to the Brexit Party. No sooner was Cable's party crowing about its local elections comeback than Jimmy Kent, the chairman of the Lib Dem constituency party for Kingston, is announcing he is moving over to the Brexit Party. Mr Kent, who was the constituency chairman for the anti-Brexit MP Ed Davey, explained his reason for switching parties, saying, "The behaviour of the EU since the referendum is one of the best arguments for leaving. The Lib Dems have abandoned their commitment to democracy." And as Andrew Pearce says in the Mail, "If Davey, once a cabinet minister in the Tory Lib Dem coalition, can't persuade his local party chairman about the supposed joys of the UK remaining in the EU, what hope has he got of persuading anyone else that Brexit must be halted?" And what a great point to make. But this will not faze the leader of the Lib Dems. He will soldier on trying to make the UK a mere parish of the undemocratic European Union with no real say and paying vast sums of money for the privilege. What is it about these Remainers? All pure rule takers to the core. Anyway, what do you think? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.